Ladies and gentlemen, this is Total Kombat, and we have now reached our main fight of the night. It's time to roll, making his way to the blue side of the oval, Luke Burns!
Sounds to me like some of the crowd have had a little look on social media at some of the things that were said yesterday. But he's living off it, isn't he? Some athletes love to feel the hostility. Just makes the hairs on the back of the neck stand up. Time to go to work to prove people wrong. Liverpool's Luke Burns.
Yesterday during press conference, Luke Burns told to Matt Brooks, eyes into eyes, I'm gonna smash your head. It was right. Let's see what happened tonight.
So much for being a sophisticated, cultivated Frenchman, Killian.
And to step onto the red side of the oval, Matt
Brooks, the 21-year-old. The brother's been brilliant tonight. Another local boy, as you can hear, from the Phoenix Martial Arts Club in Croydon. And much like his brother, a very cultivated and sophisticated man when it comes to dress sense. He looked a true $1 million warrior at the weigh-in yesterday.
I love it. I love the intention, I love the atmosphere.
Step back, please. Step back.
The rivalry is real! On the blue side of the oval, he is from England. He is an MMA fighter. His name is Burnsy Luke Burns! And on the red side of the oval, he is from England. He is a kickboxer representing Phoenix Kickboxing. He is the Wacko European Champion. His name is Matt
I have been waiting for this all night.
Yeah. It's gonna be the best way ever to end this Total Kombat night. So can't wait the fight starting.
They're looking raring to go. They're like two lions looking at each other.
Earlier, Joe Brooks stayed very cool, made his class tell. Is Luke Burns a bit too pumped up? Can Brooks stay cool, or will Brooks rise to the immediate challenge, take his ground away?
And look, straight engaged, and you can see the class from both of them. This is going to be a top-notch fight. And Burns is on top there. And look, very wild. See, there's a lot of personal things going in that actually need to not get distracted by that and still concentrate on the job. There's still a job to do.
Who is being more distracted by the build-up at the moment?
Oh, the side kick is very powerful from Brooks.
Oh, there we go.
He
It's all
has to
action.
be focused on his hand when he go out from the mid-range.
Burns perhaps has looked slightly more composed in these early stages.
Luke Burns is looking for the counter.
Brooks, I should have said, forgive me, my mistake. Brooks But it might not count for much.
And there it is. The pressure of the O2 Indigo. You can hear the atmosphere in here. We're sitting in it and it's very hot.
Okay, change.
And right now, there is so much energy being disposed
Did
right
we see
now.
the elbow in use there?
No.
Okay. MMA background, Burns.
Burns is a bit wild. He needs to clean it up and be clinical. If he doesn't, Brooks will be able to find that precise opportunity.
Yeah, you're totally right, but Brooks is very open after he fights, after he kicks, okay? He's very, very open in the mid-range. It can be very, very dangerous.
Yes.
Burns now, perhaps, has realised he's got to get to work rather than playing the crowd here.
Spinning
He's
back
got
kick, spinning.
his hands full and then some against Matt Brooks. Brooks did stay cool, didn't he?
That's it, and it's reality. You know, at the end of the day, there is 2 more rounds. There's 2 more rounds to end this fight. There's multiple ways to win. You can either do it on points or you can knock somebody out. So let's see what they do. Let's see how they come out on that second round.
For me, the first one was just a showing off. Who has the biggest ones, you know? Now they need to be more strategic, okay? Now it's a fight. You know you can fight.
And who becomes the favourite in that circumstance for you, Killian?
It's very difficult because Joe Brooks can be more efficient, but he is very open after the short and mid-range, and it can be the difference and the keys for Luke Burns.
On a mental point of view, I think Joe Brooks will come out on top. I think Burns is getting caught up in the atmosphere. I think he's alluding to the surroundings, the externals. It's internal right now, they're in the oval.
To my point at the start of this, Burns is fighting the occasion, not the opponent in front of him, and Brooks has taken the first round.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
So this is Burns' response now. But you see the way Brooks doesn't allow panic to creep in there?
That's it, he's got to go straight back to the job. Up, straight back to work. He's got the right mental approach.
What a good one!
What a connection!
It was a good one. Luke Burns is fighting like in street fight. He needs to be more professional, more strategic on this fight. And Joe Brooks is doing it right now in the second round, so it's perfect.
Go back to his foundation, and now look who's more dominant, who's controlling the center of the ring is Brooks.
I'm not writing Burns out of this, incidentally, just yet, guys. There's still a long way to go. And if he has the physical attributes, it could yet turn around if he can impose those on Brooks. And Brooks just needed a little second there just to compose himself, getting off the deck.
And there we go. They're now back to testing each other.
Yes,
there
exactly.
you go.
He has to do the side kick first, and after the back end. The back end is very efficient from Brooks.
The side kick gets him inside. The side kick gets him inside. So once he uses the side kick, it sets him up for that backhand.
Yeah,
it puts him in range.
Yeah, exactly.
The other question I've got is whether Burns, although he's applying the physical pressure, is actually scoring enough.
I don't think he cares about the score.
Well, exactly.
Oh, this is from MMA. Good, very good.
Taking the leg, put him in the ground.
Okay.
But again, Killian, you know, it's effective in getting the other guy on the deck, but how effective is it in scoring points here, in this format?
I don't know how many points is it when you throw the guys down.
I think it's 3. I think it's the highest scoring.
How much for the kick in the head?
Height is still the same.
Okay, yeah.
3. And look, there you go, that side kick, what gets him in range for that backhand, and that's what happens there. And you see Burns overpower him on the ground, but how much energy is that zapping from Burns to be able to do that? Oh, what a punch.
Yeah, the punch
what
was
a
amazing.
connection.
Well,
But
we're about to find out, aren't we?
He recovered very good. Very good after the backhand.
Brother has come down to get a very close quarter view at the Oval. It's a fantastic climax to the night here at the Indigo in the O2 Arena complex.
Oh, what a
Here
chop.
comes Brooks.
when Luke Burns change of guard, he wants to use his right hand in first. So we need Matt Brooks need to focus on it.
Might need a moment to get the shin guards straightened up here. But this is very smart for me
changing of guards
from Brooks. He's dictating the tempo.
And the right hand.
He's now sniffing. He's now sniffing his opportunity, Brooks. He's applying a lot of pressure. He's setting up a lot more, and actually his confidence has now grown where he's letting it go so much more.
It's smart work, isn't it? But again,
oh, what a clinical sidestep.
Now
twist.
Matt Brooks needs to play. He needs to play. He needs to move inside, outside, step forward, step backward.
That's what he's doing, Killian.
He's finding his rhythm now. In, out, and he's back.
So Burns has spent a lot of time in this round not scoring, not throwing.
Is that fatigue? Is that
he's looking for the right hand. Luke Burns is looking for the right hand.
He's rather leaning into it, Killian, rather than standing and delivering it.
At this moment in time, Burns is just throwing. You know, he needs to set up his punches before he throws.
Yep.
He can't just run in. You know, if Brooks is ready, he's waiting to capitalize.
And again, when Brooks goes down there, he looks to me like a young man who thinks I've got control of this situation now.
And he's comfortable to stay in that second round. There's 10 more seconds to go, and I'm sure Brooks is going to see out this fight. You know,
the right hand can
Burns
be
is saying
very
come,
dangerous.
but he needs to come forward. He needs to find a knockout.
He needed a knockout, surely, Luke Burns. And it didn't look like there was one in there.
And respect from both of the boys. You know, there might have been something before, but you know.
What did he say there? Do you think? What do you think he said?
I think Killian read
What do you think, Killian?
Respect, of course, but I think you can feel the tension. You can feel the tension. A lot of respect for always that we love this, but I think there is a little bit of tension.
Not for the first time tonight, I will say. There was probably enough in that, given yesterday and then today, for another rematch in Total Kombat between these two.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure Matt Brooks feels about the return like that. It looks like he has got his nose in front.
What do you think, Jordan?
It's definitely going to Brooks.
Yeah, we agree.
Wow! How was that for you? Amazing action! This is Total Kombat! And the decision is in! Your winner is in the rest of the oval, Matt Brooks!
Oh, Luke Burns look a little bit surprised.
Yeah, but I think when he watches this fight back, I actually think he will see
the mistakes, the key points.
Correct. I think in this fight, I think Brooks came in more composed. He came more about the job, and he was more precise. He wasn't worried about the audience, the show. He was worried about getting the job done.
You gotta give him respect. Make some noise for him.
It's a bit of a kind of retread of Paddy the baddie of Liverpool, isn't it? Luke Burns is the baddie, I'm afraid, and he hasn't helped himself win friends. I think many admire his fighting spirit, etc. But what a family double for the Brooks family here tonight. Here's some of the key action again.
And look at that, the stab to get inside, to follow up on them punches. You know, that is clinical kickboxing. And here, Burns is using his energy here on the ground to overstrength, but you know, like I say, he didn't set up his punches. He was just going in wild, wanting a scrap, and Brooks went back to his foundation. He went back to kickboxing, and he, you know, put on a show.
Yeah, Luke Burns was here to finish the fight, and he was only focused on finishing the fight and not scoring points, not putting some strategy, not composing their attacks. So that's why I think he lost the fight clearly.
By going back to your fundamentals, that is how you put on the show and that's how you finish.
Yeah, when you are in trouble, fundamentals
Here's
is
our
the best way
winner
ever.
with Bianca.
Okay, so congratulations on the main event. You won. It was a dominating win for yourself. How do you feel? Tell me your thoughts.
It's a great feeling, especially with all the support that's come down from Croydon and all over the map. Big thank you to all of you guys. Big thank you to my coaches, my dad, my brother, Dylan, my mum, and all my fighting partners at Phoenix. And also a big thank you to Lee, Andy, Damon, and all you guys at Total Kombat, because what an event.
What an event it was, and you have a lot of mixed styles, and you are back from kickboxing. Today you fought an MMA fighter. Can you tell me, what did it feel like with the new ground rules? What did you feel of it all?
It's definitely different. Not used to expecting someone to try and take you down, but I feel like I dealt with it pretty well. Tried my best to stop it, especially in that second round. I think he's a good fighter, but I just want to say to Luke Burns, welcome to London, baby!
Speaking of London, all the crowds here supporting you, making the noise electric. Do you buzz off this vibe?
Definitely, but it's just, the crowd is not just the people from London, it's all the wacko kickboxers out there. Big thank you to you, La! Get up!
And tonight, like you said before, family business. Both of you both won, got the win under your belt. Are we looking to see the Brook brothers soon again?
The Brooks brothers are just getting started. We're going to take over.